So I had this VF9 for a few months now, maybe 2 or 3 months, I can't remember. I put about 1,400 kilometers on this car. Not enough, really, because I have so many cars. Totally, I have about 8 cars right now, and I'll probably have more in the future as well. So I don't put enough time on any of my cars. But I can tell you, after 1,400 kilometers and about 2 or 3 months of ownership, whether you should buy this car or not. All right, I'm gonna give you my recommendation as to whether you should buy this car or not. Let's get into it.
Wozniak here, Tom Peng. I hope your YouTube channel's going well. If you have skills in one area, it's important to pay attention to the other disciplines that make a business successful. Marketing and business itself, just wanting to be successful and make money so you can live forever. I wish you luck.
So the purpose of this video is to determine whether you should buy the VinFast VF9 or not. And I actually made 2 other videos. One is 5 reasons why you should not buy the VinFast VF9. I'm making a U-turn, which is difficult. 1 reason why you should not buy the VF9. I'll give you 5 reasons why you should not buy the VinFast VF9. I also made another video about 5 reasons why you should buy the VinFast VF9. Right, so there are many reasons to not buy the VinFast VF9, and there are many reasons to buy the VinFast VF9. All right, so if I can turn the clock back 2 or 3 months ago, and if I can decide to buy this car again, would I buy it? And the answer is a categorical yes. I will buy this car again and again and again. I'll probably buy another one in the future, all right? Because I have a growing fleet of VinFast cars. I already have 5 VinFast cars, and I'm buying more because I have a growing company. Actually, I have multiple companies that are growing, and we have a lot of customers. We have a lot of salespeople. We have a lot of customer service people that need to go see customers, and we need a fleet of cars so that our staff can go see customers in Long An, in Bình Dương, in Dong Nai, in Cu Chi, in Tay Ninh, in Vũng Tàu, in the south. All right. So we're building a fleet of cars so that our staff, our employees can go visit our customers, make it easy for them to go see customers. So I will be buying more and more VinFast cars. And one thing great about doing that is because there's an app, all right? VinFast has an app. I can see all of my cars there. I can see where they are. I can see everything about the car, where they're charging, how many kilometers they have traveled. I know where my drivers are, all right? And yes, we're hiring drivers too, because we need drivers to drive those cars, to take our staff to see customers. So it's a great way to manage your fleet. So I'll probably end up buying more VinFast VF9s, because sometimes you need to take the whole team to see customers and take your staff to see customers in style in the VF9, all right? So why do I categorically recommend that you buy VF9? Well, seriously, VF9 is very high quality. The interior quality, very good. The exterior has presence. When you look at the car, it shows presence. It looks like it's a cool car. It's a sexy car. It's a nice car. It's a car that demonstrates your success. It's the top-end flagship model of the VinFast cars. So I love the exterior. I love the interior, and you do ride in this car in comfort. The quality of the material is very good. It's not real leather, but we don't need real leather. We just need this really good quality plastic or, you know, vegan leather. I don't believe in killing animals to make my cars. And everywhere you touch, it's soft. It's high quality. The audio system in the car is very good. I really enjoy listening to music in my VF9. Okay, not as good as the Bentley, but much better than the VF8 and better than my Mercedes. That's where I put it, all right? The audio system is actually quite good. There's probably a lot of speakers in this car. I don't know how many, but it's actually quite good. I love to drive in the VF9, and play some music with deep bass, okay? Like a loud bass. It's so good. It can handle the music, all right? And you get your ears. It's like your ears is having sex. It's so good, all right? The roof. Holy fuck, the roof, right? Every time I have customers, I have foreigners. I have customers from Canada come see me. They get in the VF9. They look at the roof. They go, "Fuck, this is cool." Yeah, they're so amazed by this roof. That's why I don't want to cover it up. I don't want to buy anything to cover it up, because this is a showpiece, man. When people look at it, they're blown away. They have an orgasm when they look at the roof. That's what I want. I want people to have orgasms in my cars. They should have orgasms in my cars. They must have orgasms in my cars, especially my customers, all right? This car has performance. I mean, not very fast, 6.5 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour, but it feels fast and it handles. The steering is so good. It's so precise and accurate, and low center of gravity, 4-wheel drive, and you can turn into a corner like at high speed and the car will be stable. It will not lose grip. It will stay on the road. It's just so good, man. There's everything good. So it's like I lose my ability to use words now because it's so good. Well, except the turning radius, because now we have to do this. All right, the turning radius is shit. All right, turning radius is fucking shit. You have to do like 2-point turn in this. Nobody has to do 2-point turn here, but I have to because I drive a VF9. It's Vietnamese made. What else can I say? If you're a Vietnamese person, you wanna enjoy the best Vietnamese product ever made, it's the VF9. And when you drive this car in Vietnam, people are gonna look at you, because there's not a lot of VF9 on the road yet. There's like 1,000 already sold, but they're everywhere, so you don't see a lot of them, except at the charging station, right? But when you drive a VF9, people turn their heads. They still do. They still look at my car, all right? Fuck, this is fucking VF9. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. All right? So, what I'm saying is that people look at this car, all right? So if you want attention, if you want people to look at you, get the VF9, all right? So let's talk about quality. I did have some problem with this car in the beginning, and mainly to do with that battery. I have the battery problem with VF8, VE34, and VF9. So there's something wrong with early versions of the VinFasts. Like, the battery is shit, all right? They use the 12-volt battery that's kind of shit. And I think the secret is they replace it, and then now everything's good, all right? I don't know what they did, but I do believe they know how to fix it. And when I send the car back to the service center, they fix it, and now no more problems. No more problems, all right? Like, the car is perfect. I never had a single problem with this car ever again. The rear suspension did collapse, and I did send it back, and they fixed it. No more problem after that. The suspension is a bit firm, like all VinFasts. I talk a lot about that in my video, the one about 5 reasons not to buy. But I think this car is more performance oriented, so that has a firmer suspension, and I guess that's the way VinFast designed them. I do believe North American drivers like a softer suspension car. They want more comfort than this firm suspension. But in short, I think if you drive Mercedes, Bentley, or Range Rover, if you drive high-end cars, you will find the suspension in the VinFast overly firm. But if you drive Fortuner, if you drive Expander, if you drive, like the normal cars that you get in Vietnam, when you get into the VinFast VF9, you're gonna say, wow, the suspension of the VinFast is so good, because it's really, really smooth, all right? And you know what? It's also very quiet because there's no engine noise. So when you go from a petrol car to a electric car, you're gonna find out, wow, it's so quiet and so smooth, all right? So it depends on really what car you're coming from. And the whole argument about the suspension is because mostly North American drivers like softer suspension. They like more comfort. But I think VinFast designed this car to be more performant. They want more performance. They want to drive like a driver's car, right? So I actually have no problem with the suspension with this car, but I do find it to be firm, and I want to review it from the perspective of a typical buyer of cars, mainly in North America. And I would say they think this car is too firm. And that's why you see all these reviews, you know, coming out of North America from, you know, Car and Drivers and Motor Trends. All those guys say, wow, this car suspension is shit. It's not true. It's not shit. It's actually quite good. All right. But what they really expect is a softer suspension. So maybe that's something that VinFast can consider in the future, right? When they design the next generation of VinFast cars, maybe give it a softer suspension so that the journalists will be happy. But for me, this is perfect. I rather have a more performance-oriented suspension than a more comfortable suspension. But the target audience of this car is really the mommies that need to go to school, pick up their children, take them home, or, you know, the working dad, working mom that, you know, need to go to work, or, you know, they need to go like grocery shopping on the weekend. Those are the target audience that this car needs to serve. So that's why I think people complain about the suspension. But honestly, I think the suspension is very good. A lot of people complain about the tire noise. Honestly, I can't hear shit, right? The car is so quiet. I don't know what they're fucking complaining about. Oh, the tire noise is so noisy. I don't hear anything. And then I know that in Vietnam, a lot of people devise ways of like making the tire noise go away. They put pads in the tire, or they change the tire. I don't think that's even necessary, because, you know, this car is already so quiet. You don't hear much outside, and there's no motor noise. So it's already very quiet. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't mind a little bit of tire noise, right? It's actually there. You know, if I really look for it, if I look for that tire noise, I can hear it, especially at higher speeds. If you're on the highway, you can hear the whoa, you can hear the tire noise. But normally I can't even hear it. I can't hear that tire noise. So it doesn't really bother me, but it bothers some people, but not me. All right. And this car gives you like 10 years of warranty. All right, so anything wrong, you take it back to the service center. The service center will take care of you. And let me tell you, I love the service center. They're really good professional people that will take care of you. I never had a single problem going back to the service center, even though, you know, I made videos, I say shit about VinFast. I tell the truth. Sometimes when the cars are broken, I tell you when that happens. And you know, they treat me normally, fairly. They don't have any bias. They treat me like a customer. I say they're top-notch people. They're very professional. And most important, whatever problem I give them, they fix it. They will fix it, and they will come back. The car will never have another problem again. So that happened with the E34, the VF8 and VF9. So I would say, you know, if you buy this car, you're good for 10 years. Not like when you buy like a fucking petrol car, right? 4 years, everything break down. Like the gas gasket is blown, it's leaking oil, and you know, the transmission is slipping, and you gotta fix this, you gotta fix that, you gotta fix that, and then you're bankrupt because of your fucking petrol car, right? With this, you know, first of all, electric cars are much simpler, less to break down, and they give you 10 years warranty. You never have to worry about it. Seriously, man, get the VinFast VF9. You cannot go wrong with the VF9 or the VF8, but right now we're talking about the VF9. You can't go wrong with this car. This car is so good. I would buy it again and again and again and again. And that is my final verdict. All right, VinFast VF9. I love it. I love it. And you will too. Take some fucking action. Look into the VF9 and don't be a fucktard.